whatever. So this is a video response here to Expanding Upon Wealth. The video is called Escape. I liked your video. I think you obviously put a lot of effort into it. You have a lot of respect for your audience. That's cool. I'm going to be just talking off the top of my head, so I hope you don't mind. One of the things that I hate about Ayn Rand, and I hate about her followers, is they tend to be really dogmatic in their approach to things. And in your video, making a case for God of a sort, you clearly are coming at it from a different angle. So that's why I'm doing a response. One of the things that I like about Ayn Rand, and the reason that why, despite the fact that I hold her in very low regard, I still read sections of Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged from time to time, is the characters. Now, particular moments with the characters. Ayn Rand gets a lot of flack for promoting being a sociopath. Some people say, there's the William Hickman quote, something like, "Here is a noble soul who was born without the ability to empathize with others." Dagny Taggart to James Taggart at the beginning of Atlas Shrugged says something about not feeling anything for anyone. Although that could just be because she was a woman, and Ayn Rand wrote the women in her stories in a really weird way. But there's quotes from Howard Roark and I believe John Galt as well, basically painting the picture of the ideal person as someone without feeling. But I think people misunderstand what's going on there. Ayn Rand isn't writing, the virtue of sociopathy. She's writing the she's writing a book about eudaimonia. She's writing a book about happiness as it was conceived in classical Greece. I have a point to make here, by the way, so don't turn me off. Although I'm taking a really roundabout way of making the point. Um, in ancient Greece, they had this idea that happiness was not an emotional affair. They didn't confuse happiness with pleasure or just feeling good. Happiness in Greece was doing what you can do to the best of your ability. If you can play the piano, happiness is playing the piano very well. If you are a shoemaker, happiness is making shoes very well. If you're with a woman, happiness is having a very good relationship with her, and so on. Although in that case, obviously, it would be there would be a pleasure component. But anyway, just speaking generally here. So Ayn Rand's characters are in the midst of this. That's what they're experiencing. That's why they don't walk around with smiles on their faces or whatever. If anything, I think Ayn Rand really stresses the solemnity on their faces most of the time and that kind of attitude. But as long as Reardon is forging the steel, as long as John Galt is um, acting as a political revolutionary or whatever. As long as these people are doing what they can do, that to the Greeks was happiness. That's what Ayn Rand is promoting. And the reason why I like her books is there was a period of time, not too long ago, a year ago, um, when I was still in university, that I don't mean to brag, but I will just say that I was sitting on top of an embarrassing GPA. I don't want to brag though, so I'll just say that I was not a poor student, and in my spare time, I would just go to the Mount Allison Library and I just read, Hesiod's Cosmogony for the fun of it, or a book of T.S. Eliot's short stories for the hell of it. There was a period of time where I could just sit down and be everything that I was capable of in a very good situation, seeing excellent returns on that, and yeah, and I wasn't necessarily smiling all the time, but that to me was, the peak experience of my life today. Anyway, um, that has since become the past. The last year, I've been just working dead end jobs. I worked at a grocery store for a little while. Um, Worked in a few other places. Basically, going from writing an analysis of a freaking poem by I don't know, Brecht to I put price tags on boxes for a living right now. I do this for 20 hours a week, trying to get the money to go back to school. So what I'm saying here is I can understand where you're coming from in the sense that you like work, and I like work as well. I also like getting paid, but I'm not there, right? I'm nowhere right now. I'm consigned to the past tense until I get the money back. But I'm just saying that I understand what you're saying when You're talking about you being on YouTube in a way that's different than what you're doing at a grocery store. I also live in someone else's room. My parents. That's right. Anyway, I don't mean to depress the fuck out of you, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to depress the hell out of you. Just wanted to comment a bit on Atlas Shrugged and Fountainhead and so on. One other thing I'm going to say is you should watch The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Um, it's in many ways a critique of Swedish national pride. It's a critique of their social democracy and a number of other things. Um, it is it's about exposing corruption. It's not necessarily about um, proclaiming the good, but there is a value in a negative kind of story, right? There is value in stories of warning, like 1984, or I can't believe it just popped out of my head. No, Hollow Man by T.S. Eliot. I don't even remember if that's the name of the poem. Oh my god. It's been too long. We are the Hollow Men. This is how the world ends. Now with the main growth of Lumber, right? There's a value in these sorts of stories. Even Ayn Rand herself in Atlas Shrugged spends quite a lot of time talking about the degeneration of society, right? The degeneration of values, morality, and so on. So anyway, I would recommend that you see it. I think you might like it. I don't know, but yeah. Thanks for making videos and have a good day. Bye bye.